All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about a pretty big idea. What if curiosity isn't something you're just born with? What if it's a skill, something you can actually learn and get better at? Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to crack the code on how to bring it back to life.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. We spend all this time focused on degrees, on our job experience, but what if the thing that really gives you an edge in this crazy, fast-changing world is something you actually had from day one?
So, that leads us to the heart of the problem, what we can call the curiosity gap. It's this simple question: what on earth happened to that sense of wonder we all had when we were kids? Where did it go?
Seriously, think back. As a kid, the whole world was this giant mystery begging to be solved. Why is the sky blue? How do planes stay up? The questions were endless. But somewhere along the line, for most of us, that just stops. And there's a pretty simple, maybe even a little sad reason for that.
It turns out we're kind of taught that being a grown-up means you're supposed to have all the answers, not ask more questions. So we trade that natural wonder for our to-do lists and our workloads. And the cost of that trade is huge. We lose out on creativity and adaptability, the very skills we need to thrive.
And here's the thing. This loss of curiosity isn't some accident. It's actively encouraged by a few really powerful myths that we all kind of buy into. So let's pull back the curtain and debunk the three big ones that are holding us all back.
Okay, first up is the expert myth. This is that internal pressure that tells us, I should already know this. But here's the crazy truth. Real breakthroughs, real innovation, it doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from asking everything. Having a beginner's mind is actually a superpower.
Next up, we've got the efficiency myth. How many times have you caught yourself thinking, I just don't have time to go down that rabbit hole? We start treating curiosity like it's a distraction from the real work. But the truth is, curiosity is the real work. It's the engine that stops you from getting stuck and drives those game-changing ideas.
And finally, we have what might be the most damaging one of all, the innate myth. This is the idea that you're just born curious or you're not. It's a fixed thing. But that is completely wrong. The best way to think about curiosity is that it's a muscle. And just like any other muscle in your body, you can train it and make it stronger.
Okay, so that's the big idea. If it's a muscle, we can rebuild it. But how? How do you actually do that? Well, the answer is a framework designed to do exactly that, to systematically fire up that learning engine again. It's called the Curiosity Code.
So let's crack this thing open. This isn't just theory. It's a really practical, four-part system that gives you the exact tools you need to rebuild your curiosity, one step at a time.
So here are the 4 parts. Think of them as 4 different roles or hats you can wear. You've got the questioner, the explorer, the connector, and the empath. When you put them all together, they make up a complete workout for your curiosity muscle. Let's take a look at each one.
First, the questioner. This is all about getting back to the simple, humble question. Your best tool for this is the 5 whys technique. So let's say a project is delayed. Don't just stop at the first answer. Ask why that happened. And then, when you get that answer, ask why that happened. You keep digging until you get to the real root of the problem, not just the symptom on the surface.
Number 2 is the explorer. This is about making discovery an actual priority. And your tool here is something called a curiosity calendar. I'm serious, you literally schedule, say, 20 minutes a week to learn about something totally random, something that has nothing to do with your job. It could be the history of hip-hop, how quantum computers work, anything at all. The point is to make exploring a deliberate habit, not just a happy accident. Third, we have the connector. This is the part that's all about seeing patterns where everyone else just sees a mess. A fun tool for this is the forced analogy. You ask a weird question like, how is this budget problem like a river? And maybe the answer is, well, the flow of cash has been dammed up or it's evaporating too quickly. Forcing those weird connections, that's where true creativity is born. And finally, number 4, the empath. This is about turning your curiosity outward, towards other people. A really powerful tool for this is the What's Their Movie framework. Just remind yourself that every single person you interact with is the hero of their own movie. They have their own backstory, their own motivations, their own struggles. Shifting your perspective like that helps you ask way better questions and build real, genuine connections.
Okay, so this 4-part code is fantastic. But let's be real. How do we make this something we actually do? How do we turn it into a consistent habit? Well, that's where your daily workout comes in. It's all about making this small and totally manageable.
So what kind of commitment are we talking about here? Hours of study? A big weekend project? Nope, not even close. We are talking about 5 minutes. Just
5 minutes a day. That's it. Come on, everybody has 5 minutes to invest in what might be their single most important skill.
So here it is, the 5-minute curiosity ritual. It's so simple. Every day, you just do these 3 things. 1. Ask one why question about some routine task you do on autopilot. 2. Learn one single new fact about anything at all. And 3. Take a moment to consciously notice one new pattern in your day. That's the whole workout.
So here's your assignment, your challenge if you choose to accept it. Fall in love with questions again. The goal isn't to have all the answers tomorrow. It's just to start asking. The whole journey of unlocking your own curiosity code, it all begins with one simple, incredibly powerful question. So what are you going to ask why about today?